The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. They'll run it. It's Mack. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. On second down and 4. Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one. Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line? I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch the run.
On second down, Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh? Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front. Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. 8 ounce. 8 ounce is good. All right, just checking. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
My 52.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Complete to Marlon Mack. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Come to me, it's me. Push, push. Yeah. SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
First down, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here I come again. Here I come again. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. 3 buzz. Squeeze. Go. From the rep, let's go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46.
You see me out here?
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Freeman again. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Brissett now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Single, slot. 51. Hey, South.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Falcons.
Ready, blue 80. That's 25. Gun. Check 52.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the Colts 46-yard line.
Ready, we're ready, we're ready. Watch it, 51. 3.
On second and 12, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hey, Sam.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Brissett, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3 down. 52's the mic. Coming to you. Check 50.
To throw, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a toss play. This is Mack. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, Mike 52. Yeah. Target.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Colts
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Brissett looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Catch made here by Campbell. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Boy, just like that, they've got new life.
And the defense still has the advantage, but I know that there's some deflation there. That's why I hurry back to the line of scrimmage and attack them again.
They run the draw play with Mack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 45.
Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Watch the twist. Under 10.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And this place has gone stone silent. Their guys remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes